What is up, beautiful people? Just coming through, giving y'all a good preview of something I've been working on. These are some things I'm excited about. I've been working on these things with hearts. I love that kind of looks boxy, like it's inside something but it's outside. I love the human heart. These are some designs I've been working on for clothing and things like that. Just trying to get a good feel for it. I used to design clothes all the time. Like I designed their outfits. Hers is a little more simple, Miss Valentina. That's just how I started. I put a sketch on here and then outlined it. I think that video is up actually. So this is me getting a file. So I took a picture of my canvas. I had a rough idea and I've been watching art videos on people sketching things on their Chromebook or their MacBook. That's me trying to pick a color and everything, just get everything sorted. And so I thought I'd give it a shot. I'm not good at drawing people on the Chromebook or anything like that yet, but I was like, you know what, why not try it? This time I made a mistake because I realized, well, one, I was recording on my camera, but I can record in the app. And then it's always good to make slides. If you guys ever want a more in-depth version of how I do the drawings, I think I have some videos on the channel, but I can make some more. I'm looking to do more art. This guy, I want him more curved, because you see how in this drawing, like, he looks too straight up, like too much like a stick figure, which he is, but you know, I was trying to get an idea how I want to do the hands so I could get more in depth on the detail. So that blue line is where I want a light source coming from. And this is trying to give you guys an idea. So I wanted the mannequins gray. This is how I envisioned it. I was just watching something, eating food, and it just popped in my head. And I want the heart torn out with like blood coming down, and I want it off their hands, like as to say blood is on both of their hands. But I was like, oh, we need the heart because it's looking a little too empty. And so I want the hand walking away. I skipped most of the sketching because I didn't even copy and trace it. I just did it off my head. I was like, okay, I got the line, the torso will probably be around here. And I wasn't sure how to do it because I was like, it's so dark, it's so many blacks. So I was like, okay, if I use a turquoise or a blue, something bright, it should help me in seeing the contrast, if that makes sense. And so this is a sketch, very simple, but I didn't know if I'd be able to do this, if I'm honest. I knew I wanted it gray. I knew I wanted it to look a little more 3D, and I was like, am I able to put what's in my head onto canvas? Because I am not good on that, but I was like, let's give it a shot. And I was like, okay, I need a way to make this not all look like a blurred mess. As soon as it looks like a blurred mess, that's going to be my downfall, because I need to see the margins, like the different legs, the different this. So I just put a little lighter source in between there. And this is just me filling him in, and I was like, how do I do the details, right? Like the hands. I think from here on out, I'd probably do the background first, but as you guys saw in the earlier scene, I wanted the background black. Like that's how I saw it. Like it was like a massive empty void type of room with a slit of light coming in. And I don't know, like, I just see them pop up sometimes in my brain. Most of the time it's when I'm waking up, but I was sleeping and I just, or like when I'm in the brink of waking up, I usually have these images pop up. And there's a couple that I have not conquered that I can't wait to show you guys, but for now, here we are. So this is me just playing around with like the contrast, because I was like, okay, this looks very dark. Right? But that's kind of how I saw them gray. I wish the camera doesn't do what the eye does. That might be confusing. Like, when I show people my paintings in IRL, they're like, it's so vibrant, so this, like, it's hard to capture all the color on camera. I think if I get a polarized lens, though, because a lot of the problem with this, either having the window open or my light, is there's so much glare and blur because the paint, when it dries, is shiny, you know? So that was one of the, like, biggest challenges. Trying to figure out how to make it look, like, cleaner. That's me. I have to get some more reds, because the reds I was making, I wasn't liking how it looked on the floor. It was just looking, I don't know. flat, I guess. And so I want to add like color, a little more depth, like shading into it. So I got burgundy and this red that I have from Angelus Paint. It's actually shoe paint. You can do it on canvases. You can have this like stuff mixed with it and put it on clothing. But I really like the colors in this paint. It's not the cheapest, but it's good. Oh, sorry, I might have a low battery sign popping up on my end. So I was just trying to show you guys like the ways I mixed the paint, and I didn't realize that it was off the camera because I wasn't looking up, which was a downfall of mine. And then during this part, I had a hat on and kept nudging the camera. I don't know why I didn't think about that ahead of time, but I didn't for whatever reason. If my desk was cleaner, I would have put the camera just higher up. But I have a feeling that the bill of the hat would have just kept interfering with it. This is me trying to get a little bit more of the heart. I think if I ever recreate this, I'll try to make the body walking off look like it's closer. It was just hard. I lack depth perception. My astigmatism's so bad in both my eyes. So I was like, okay, let's just try our best. And I do like how it comes up. I needed the heart to be a little bloodier. Maybe not everyone realizes it's a heart, but I tried to make the crater, you know, it's coming from that left side of the chest area. Y'all ignore that. That was a video I was watching. I'm probably gonna crop that out. I shouldn't mention it. And so I start to do the background. I realized don't get too close to the arms and everything, and then it became a struggle because my camera batteries kept dying, but I was like, you know, let's just get this done. I was looking for like more of a neon red as well, because I was like, the red of the blood is gonna look so dark. That's why I started dawning on me. And then you can't see the detail on the hands, because how am I gonna have black lines on the hands when the background's black? Like, so I was like, what do I do for the outlines? Like, this is all I'm thinking in this short little frame. Well, short for you guys, this took me hours. And so this is me just getting around the edges some more. I realized the arm, his left arm looked a little weird because you can't see the depth in it. You can't see that that's the elbow that I'm working on. So I tried to make it like look a little more like a shaded crease area, if that makes sense. What is that? It looks like lightning's coming down. But I think it was just the camera. I think I also, if you guys are gonna work this closely with all this paint, wearing a mask, like I do this spray paint section that you guys won't see because I forgot to film it. So I covered them. I painted it more because it looked patchy, and I used my sister Peaches. She got me this awesome spray paint thing for Christmas. That was my first time trying it, but I loved the way it looked because that's how I envisioned it. Like the back, like the floor had that like shiny little glimmer on it, so you can see more depth, like it's more 3D. That's a little closer look. I did do some touch-ups that I will have to show on camera, and that is like the hands. Like in the original thing, I had it blood coming down, so I was like, do I do that? Because I had to touch it up, and I had black on it, and I did decide to do that, which I'll show you guys in just a second here. I'm working on the heart, and just like every video, the camera cuts out. So 1 second, I'm about to show you guys the rest of it. And honestly, I think this is one of my favorite paintings I've ever made. Like, I love the dark gore to it, the abyss feel it is, like, and it's relatable. I liked putting the blood on their hands because the blood is on both of their hands. Like, it didn't end how they wanted to. The crater in the chest, like, I have always been a fan of more gory, or I don't want to say sadistic, but sadder paintings, I guess. And this feels so much more like me that I fell in love. Like, this is exactly how I pictured the painting to be. And it's just that, the 3D figure, the light hitting it, like, but let me know what you guys think in the comments. Alright.